Hey everybody, this is Allison. I am doing a Monday morning drive, but it's a little later in the morning. I'd done one earlier today, but the lighting from the early morning sunlight was just too distracting for me when I was reviewing the video, so I figured it would be for you as well. I started this morning slow. I was really dragging and really needed my Monday morning drive time with you all, so thank you so much for being here. I was thinking about how this time next week I am going to be at the beach for our week vacation, and I am so ready to be at the beach. Now, I know that there are things that, and people say, don't wish your life away. Well, I'm kind of wishing my life away this week because I am ready for my time at the beach. As a distraction of what I need to be doing this week, I started thinking back on our time in Disney, which I find that I do a lot, and wanted to add a segment to the review of restaurants at Disney Springs. And so today's entry is about Chef Art Smith's Homecomin. Now, I have to say that prior to making our reservations, I'd never heard of Art Smith. Prior to making our Disney trip plans, I'd never heard of Art Smith. I had heard reviews about his food, didn't even know anything about him being an Oprah chef or whatever, and that apparently had been what brought him his claim to fame, because I'm not a big Oprah follower either. I decided to make reservations for our family simply because of how many people raved about how great that restaurant was and how great the food was. I was able to book my reservations through the My Disney Experience app. They are apparently pretty tough to come by, so I was really excited to have gotten a block of time on a Sunday morning. We had designated Saturday and Sunday as our resort days that we were not going to go into the park, so getting a brunch reservation was going to work really, really well, and it did. I try to stay away from the parks on the weekends because I really don't want to deal with the weekend busyness and the weekend crowds. So we got there, we were seated right on time. Our service was impeccable. Everything that we wanted or needed was anticipated before we ever even had to ask for it. I wish I had thought to capture the name of our server. The thing I do remember is that he was from Pennsylvania. And the reason I remember that is because my son-in-law is from Pennsylvania, and that's where my daughter and her family live. And I learned at that lunch that not everybody in Pennsylvania is a Penn State fan, which they were very gracious to teach me that. Who knew? But we had a great experience with him. He was just wonderful and just really quite an expert at his craft of meeting our needs. I don't remember what everybody had. I was not going to this meal with the plan of doing a video review of my meal, so I didn't capture all of that, but I do remember that I had the shrimp and grits and the macaroni and cheese dish. Brunch. I don't like breakfast foods, so the shrimp and grits was a perfect fix, and then I was just indulging in the macaroni and cheese because I was on vacation, and I was not sorry that I did that. I think the best endorsement, though, comes from my grandchildren. To this day, they still talk about their experience at this restaurant, and they talk about how when they go back to Disney that they want to go eat at Chef Art Smith's. All the other adults talked about enjoying their meal as well, but it really was a great experience and probably one of two of our best meals in our entire trip. In terms of the atmosphere at Chef Art Smith, I really appreciated it in its entirety. It kind of had a little bit of a down-home industrial vibe. There was enough of a southern flair to it that gave it character and made it a little warmer than just if you were eating in a warehouse somewhere. We had great seats over by the window that overlooked the water, and so we got to enjoy the water and the ducks during the time that we were eating our meal. It was really, really a pleasant environment. Would I recommend Chef Art Smith's Homecoming? Yes, I would. I think it is good for families, and the food, everybody's food was delicious. In terms of cost, I didn't feel uncomfortable with its cost. Of course, my husband and I go out to eat dinner all the time and don't usually shy away from spending an excessive amount of money on a meal. We're just blessed to be able to enjoy that. But it was comfortable, and definitely well worth the effort to get reservations, and certainly a meal that we enjoyed and one that we will enjoy again when we go back to Disney on our next trip. So I highly recommend you joining us in enjoying that wonderful, wonderful food. So if you've gotten value out of this video, would you hit the thumbs up icon and let me know? And if you've not done so already, please subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon, because I want to be sure that you get notified when I upload additional videos, because there are more coming about our dining experiences when we were in Disney with our grandchildren in November of 2020. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you giving me your time and attention as I share these experiences, and I sure look forward to sharing more with you soon.